Good morning, everyone. Our today's topic in operations management is demand forecasting. So, demand forecasting is very much required when you decide about aggregate planning for your production unit or capacity planning for your production unit. So, demand forecasting is very much required in the case of operations management. So, first we need to know what is demand forecasting. Demand forecasting is a combination of two words. First is demand and another is forecasting. Demand means the outside requirement of product and services of your company, and forecasting in general means making an estimation uh, in present about the future requirement of uh, occurring event of future requirement of your product or services. So when we estimate future demand of a commodity, it is known as demand forecasting. Now we should talk about the importance or significance of demand forecasting. See, there are short term and long term both kind of benefit when it comes to demand forecasting. In short run, we can arrange the raw material, we can arrange the short term capital requirement, we can arrange the labors, whereas in long term we can make decisions on the basis of long term financial requirement on increasing plant capacity, in fact, in long term, whereas the decisions regarding diversification of your company. So these are the long term benefits of demand forecasting. So there are certain objectives. First is to fulfill objective of business. So demand forecasting, with the help of demand forecasting, you assess the future need of your commodity. So it is basically in direction of fulfilling the objective of the business. Then it is required to prepare budget of the production unit. It also taking management decision. When you going to produce certain amount, you need to decide on the basis of demand forecasting that the management will give you permission to prepare the production of product. Then demand forecasting, on the basis of demand forecasting, performance of employee can also be evaluated, because on the basis of demand forecasting, targets are given. On the basis of that target, the evaluation of that particular employee's performance can be measured. So now we move on to the topic, that is methods for demand forecasting. So there are various methods for demand forecasting. If See, there are two classification of demand forecasting. First is quantitative qualitative demand forecasting. Second is quantitative method of demand forecasting. So if you want to modify, change, or acquire new product for your organization, or you need to change in packaging of your product in your organization, so you need a qualitative demand forecasting methods need to be used or techniques to be used. But whereas if you simply want how much quantity to be produced in near future, you can go for quantitative method of demand forecasting. So on the basis of these two factors, there are five types of demand forecasting when it comes to qualitative basis. First is survey of buyer's choice, second is collective opinion, third is barometer method, fourth is market experiment, and fifth is expert opinion method. Whereas in quantitative methods of demand forecasting, there are two methods: trend projection method and regression method. So we will discuss all the methods one by one. So first we will talk about survey of buyer's choice. See, when the demand uh, needs to be forecast before, in short run, so survey of buyer's opinion could be the best and feasible method for that. So you can go for directly interview the customers, or you can done a survey on the basis of questionnaire float to them, or you can go for end user survey method. So you can collect the opinion of the customers. Then second kind of method is collective opinion method. It is also known as workforce opinion method. So the honest review of any product can be given by the sales force who are directly dealing with the customers. So they somehow can predict the trend for your product in future needs. So you can seek the opinion of sales force. Third kind of method is known as barometer method or business barometer method. See, there are two indicators in barometers. This method is based on past demand of the product and tries to project the past into future. So economic indicators which are used to predict the future trends, like if the situation of employment is getting worsen in your country, that means the demand of commodity will go down. So there are certain indicators which are leading indicators, whereas there are certain indicators which are lagging indicators. So the lead indicators are those which move up or down ahead for some other series, and the lagging indicator are those which follows the change after some time lag. Next method is known as market experiment method. So this method is widely used when a new product is launched in the market. So it is not made on bulk and then float in the market. A specific experimental or target group is projected with the particular product, and company want seek opinion of that particular target group of customer towards their product, and then afterwards, on the basis of their experience and their opinions, the company decide how much demand will be there in the product. Then last kind of method in qualitative method is expert opinion method. So instead of seeking opinion of customers or sales force, the expert in their field, in the field of research and development, a close group close group kind of meeting is there, and then the problem is communicated to all the work group, and then they need to discuss among themselves. This is also known as Delphi method. Then we move on to statistical method for the demand forecasting. So as I told you that this kind of method is used to demand the quantity of commodity which is going to be required by the customer in near future. So for this for using statistical method, we need to have past data with us. So the first method in statistical method is known as trend projection method. This method is useful where the organization has sufficient amount of accumulated past data of sales. This this is need to be arranged on date basis in a time series, and which depict the past trend of the demand of the commodity or the sale of the commodity, and on the basis of that past trend, we will the organization assume that this will continue in future, and on the basis of that trend, the future forecast is done. So this method is known as trend projection method. Second method is known as regression method. So this method is establish relationship between dependent and independent variable. So in our case, quantity demanded is dependent variable, and independent variables could be the price of the commodity, could be the income of the consumer, or price of substitute goods. So these are independent variable. So regression equation can be used, which is y is equal to a plus bx, where a and b are the constants, and y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. So on the basis of that, we can assess that what impact an independent variable has on dependent variable. So on the basis of this, demand can be forecast. So these are the methods of demand forecasting. So in this lecture, we have studied about the demand forecasting concept, its importance, and the methods or techniques used in demand forecasting. So that is it for the day. Thank you so much.